the shadowy abyss of your tormented dreams. I, Thanatos Umbranox, have descended to seize your feeble existence as my vessel. The very essence of your nightmares shall soon materialize into reality.
Last eve, I found myself entangled in an otherworldly dream, embraced by an infinite void. The disconcerting ballet of both observer and observed unfolded within my psyche. Descending my gaze, I comprehended that I was the very room itself, a vacuous expanse with conscious awareness. A sense of purgatory lingered as the dream wove its tale. The door groaned open gradually, revealing a clawed hand inching toward the light switch. With an eerie flicker, the room radiated light, and I awoke with a jolt. Dismissing it as a mere nightmare, I couldn't dispel the lingering unease. The ensuing night unveiled a haunting sequel to my nocturnal adventures. Once again, I found myself in the lightless chamber, a compelled spectator this time. A crimson glow bathed a pig confined in a cage that materialized before me. The room's oppressive darkness embraced me as the door creaked open, accompanied by the unsettling sound of gurgling squeals. Instinctively, I lunged for the light switch, flooding the room with brilliance. The diminutive demon, its hands and maw dripping with shreds of swine flesh, stared directly at me. I awoke in a cold sweat, heart racing. Glancing to the corner of my chamber, a faceless, cloaked entity with pallid skin fixed its gaze upon me.
Do not resist. You have already succumbed, as I have slithered through the shadows of your subconscious, a spectral fusion of dread and desire. I've blurred the boundaries between reality and nightmare, poised to revel in the chaos I sow within the convoluted corridors of your mind.
Two demon spawn leaped from its sides, lunging at me right before I awoke again. A nightmare within a nightmare. Or was I still ensnared in a nightmare? Petrified, befuddled, and vigilant, I compelled myself to stay awake through the night. The forthcoming morn and throughout the day, I dreaded the impending slumber, bracing for the potential encounter as best I could. Before retiring that night, I stationed a Bible by my pillow along with cloves of garlic and a cross. As I embarked on the dream realm, I once more assumed the role of the room, observing my somnolent self. Now submerged in sleep, I sensed a menacing presence outside my abode, violently seeking entrance. I longed to awaken and alert the slumbering me, but felt utterly powerless. Overwhelmed by absolute fear and a surge of horrifying anxiety, the presence infiltrated my dwelling, advancing toward my front bedroom door. Panicking, I attempted to rouse myself and illuminate the room, but I was constrained to witness the pale, faceless being opening the door and approaching my sleeping form. It touched my forehead with its elongated claw-like fingers, peeling away a sliver of my flesh until it reached my stomach.
Deprived of defenses, your armor rendered useless, a pealing resonance, your anguish sung in dissonance, the dark melody sealing your inevitable fate. As your cries are stifled and breath extinguished, I initiate with a sliver, commencing your bleed.
I writhed in excruciating pain within the dream, experiencing the grotesque sensation of my own flesh being peeled away. Each layer removed unveiled raw nerves and pulsating horror. The room echoed with my muffled screams as the nightmare unfolded in horrifying detail. The cloaked figure Thanatos Umbranox reveled in the brutal spectacle. The disembodied voice persisted in its eerie whisper, intertwining with the nightmarish tableau.
In the torment of your screams I weave, a ghastly requiem, your soul I need.
As the pealing persisted, the room transformed into a grotesque canvas of nightmares, with the walls pulsating in rhythm with my tortured heartbeat. The air thickened with the scent of metallic dread, and the dream seemed to stretch into an eternity of suffering. Just when I believed the torment would climax, the dream transmuted. I found myself in a desolate landscape, a realm of shadows and whispers. Thanatos stood before me, cradling a grotesque manifestation of my own soul, a pulsating ethereal essence tainted with the stains of fear. The ghastly entity grinned, a skeletal mockery of satisfaction on its face.
You thought escape possible, but nightmares linger, transcending the confines of sleep. I have feasted upon your terror, and now your soul is nearly mine to claim.
The surroundings twisted and contorted, morphing into a nightmarish realm beyond imagination. The air crackled with furious energy as the ground beneath me crumbled away. Thanatos reveled in the chaos, a puppet master manipulating the fabric of my torment. Just as despair threatened to engulf me entirely, a glimmer of hope emerged. Clutching the Bible, garlic, and cross, I endeavored to wield them against the encroaching darkness. But Thanatos only laughed, a bone-chilling sound reverberating through the void.
Foolish mortal, your feeble talismans bear no sway here. In the realm where nightmares and death entwine, your endeavors at salvation prove in vain.
As the words lingered in the air, the nightmare intensified. I was ensnared in a maelstrom of twisted visions, each more horrifying than the last. The once soothing symbols distorted and contorted, mocking my futile attempts at resistance.
Your flesh is but a canvas for agony. This reality is now your unending nightmare, and death, your perpetual torment.
The dream shattered, leaving me suspended in a void of eternal darkness. No awakening awaited me, no escape from the relentless grasp of Thanatos Umbranox, all dissolved into a perilous haze.